Hey folks, welcome back to C News, where we cut through the BS and call it like it is. Today we're diving into the royal sham that's got everyone rolling their eyes. Will and Kate, those self-proclaimed eco-saviors, banging on about climate change while jetting off on luxury holidays like the planet's their personal playground. It's all talk, no walk, and guess what? We're the idiots picking up the tab with our hard-earned taxes. Picture this. Prince William launches his flashy Earthshot prize, handing out millions to fix the environment, refusing to buy into defeatism. Kate's right there, recycling outfits and planting trees, acting like she's the queen of green. They brag about slashing emissions at home and teaming up with celebs to spotlight biodiversity. Sounds great, right? Wrong. Behind the scenes, they're hopping on private jets. Those massive polluters for secret Greek getaways with the whole family, including Kate's parents. Experts are calling it straight-up hypocrisy, especially after billboards blasted them during climate summits. And the costs? Obscene. Millions in taxpayer cash for helicopters, charters and royal trains that guzzle more fuel than necessary. They fly budget once in a blue moon for PR points, but mostly it's lavish, entitled excess. This performative nonsense insults us all, preaching urgency while trashing the planet and our wallets. Stick around as we expose the full royal ripoff. Hit like and subscribe for more unfiltered truth. Look, it's no secret that Will and Kate love to bang on about saving the planet. They strut around like they're the ultimate eco-warriors, dishing out awards and recycling outfits as if that's going to fix the mess we're in. But then, what do? Hop on a private jet for some lavish holiday, burning through fuel like it's going out of style, and guess who's footing the bill? Us, the taxpayers. It's all performative nonsense. A shiny facade of green virtue signaling that crumbles the second you peek behind the curtain. These two talk a big game on climate change, but their actions scream hypocrisy louder than a revving jet engine. And honestly, it's about time someone called them out without sugarcoating it. Let's start with their so-called advocacy. Prince William launched this Earthshot prize back in 2020, acting like he's the JFK of environmentalism with his moonshot for the planet. It's this big flashy award that hands out millions to innovators fixing the world's problems, protecting nature, cleaning the air, reviving oceans, all that jazz. He hails it as urgent optimism to repair our planet, refusing to accept defeatism on climate change. Sounds noble, right? Kate's right there with him, kicking off summits in style, planting trees, and even repeating outfits to highlight the climate impact of fashion. She's been called the Queen of Sustainability by some fawning fans for re-wearing a red pantsuit or whatever. They recycle clothes at events, make wildflower seed bombs with kids, and fix bikes to promote sustainable transport. The royal family even brags about cutting household energy emissions by 22% from 2018 to 2019, powering everything with renewables. William teams up with folks like Robert Irwin to spotlight biodiversity, walking around parks in Cape Town like he's on a mission from Mother Nature herself. But here's the kicker. While they're preaching this green gospel, their personal lives are a carbon-spewing disaster. Private jets? Oh, they're addicted. Back in 2021, during the COP26 climate summit, you know, the one where world leaders were begging for action on global warming, William got slapped with hypocrite billboards all over Glasgow for his jet habits. Delegates arriving for the big eco-talk saw ads blasting the royals for backing climate action while flying private. And it didn't stop there. Fast forward to 2025, and these two are at it again with a secret Greek holiday that had experts rolling their eyes at the sheer hypocrisy. Private jets are notorious polluters, guzzling fuel and pumping out emissions way more than commercial flights. Yet Will and Kate jet off to luxury yachts amid crises, like the world isn't literally on fire. The whole Wales family, plus Kate's parents, Carol and Michael Middleton, vacationing in Greece. Because nothing says save the planet like a family getaway on a gas guzzler. Remember that time in 2019 when Harry and Meghan got roasted for private jets, and suddenly Will and Kate show up flying budget to Scotland? It was like a petty PR stunt to one-up their in-laws. But it didn't fool anyone. Sure, they fly commercial sometimes, incognito on Ryanair, using hacks to stay under the radar. But that's the exception, not the rule. Most of the time, it's helicopters and charters. The royal family's air transport is a mix of military and civilian ops. But when it's luxury, it's all on us. Kate got slammed as totally insensitive for some hypocritical move that wasted taxpayer money and bloated her carbon footprint. People online were furious. More climate change hypocrisy, they said, and they're spot on. Now let's talk money, because this isn't just about the environment, it's about our wallets getting torched too. The royal family's travel bill is obscene. In 2024, helicopter rides alone topped £1 million, and they're replacing them with fancy new Augusta Westland AW139s. The total annual travel cost rose to £4.2 million, from £3.9 million the year before. Back in 2022, they spent over £13 million on private chartered flights and helicopters. That's public money, folks, from the sovereign grant. By 2025, it's up to a staggering £2.7 million on jets, helis and trains. King Charles's 500-mile train ride cost more than a private jet to Kuwait, £67,000 for one trip. And William and Kate? They're right in the thick of it. Experts warn they must ditch the jet-set lifestyle to avoid looking like total frauds. Private jets are very prestigious, but screaming hypocrisy when you're fighting climate change. The sovereign grant, that's the annual pot of taxpayer cash that keeps the royals afloat, covers all this extravagance. It's estimated at £100 million a year for the whole family, and while they claim it brings in £19 billion in tourism, that's a dodgy math game. Trips over £15,000. Prince Charles, now king, racked them up, but William's no slouch. We're paying for their palaces, their staff, and yes, their planet-destroying jaunts. It's a rip-off, plain and simple. And don't get me started on the greenwashing. Kate discovers trees and declares it work. Satirical, sure, but it hits home because her carbon footprint is basically a royal emblem. The family says they've done what they can to reduce emissions, but hopping on jets for holidays? That's not trying, that's entitlement. This performative nonsense extends beyond jets. William blasts space tourism as a waste when billionaires should fix Earth first. But when's the last time he donated his millions personally? Earthshot sucks up funder money. It's one of the top green grantees in the UK, thanks to massive donations. But critics point out the royals stand to profit from green initiatives, with offshore wind farms and such lining their pockets. It's not just advocacy, it's a business. Kate's sustainability. Recycling outfits is cute, but it doesn't offset the emissions from a single flight to Boston for Earthshot awards. They offset wedding emissions back in 2011, but that's ancient history. Today it's all talk. People are fed up. Social media blasts William for asking Brits to reset for climate while his family guzzles resources. Hypocrite is the word that keeps popping up for good reason. Even when they try to look good, like flying budget after Harry and Meghan's flap, it's seen as eco-hypocrisy. Celebrities get called out, so why not them? Holding high-profile folks accountable is fair game. If you're a climate champ, ditching the private plane isn't optional. It's mandatory. The royals have positioned themselves at the center of climate efforts for decades, but their lifestyles undercut every word. Sustainability is a natural priority, they say, but only when it suits. William's Earthshot has winners from global platforms, but the prize itself faces criticism for being more show than substance. New council members join, ambassadors accelerate solutions, blah blah. It's all PR fluff while the real carbon keeps flowing. Will and Kate's climate crusade is a joke. They bang on about urgency, award prizes, and pose with innovators, but then jet off on holidays that trash the very planet they're saving. And we're paying the bill millions in taxes for their luxury. It's not just hypocritical, it's insulting. If they want to be taken seriously, ditch the jets, cut the costs, and live like the rest of us trying to go green. Until then, it's all performative nonsense, and we're the suckers left holding the bag. Time for real change, not royal hot air. Until then, see family, be safe, my loves.